Welcome everybody to our celebration today. I'm Johnny Hook. Hopefully you will all recognise me from some point during your degree. I'm going to be our host today, and I'm going to direct us through a few little messages that we've got from people around the university, just to say a big congratulations to you all for finishing this last 3 or 4 years with us at geography. I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to host this. For many of you, I will have been there at the open days that persuaded you to come to Manchester, or at the very least didn't put you off coming to Manchester. And I also had the pleasure of welcoming all of you to Keswick when you just before your first term started, and encourage you to make the most of your time there by getting to know each other, getting to know the staff, learn some geography skills, and for God's sake, don't get drunk and fall in the river, which thankfully none of you did that year, which is great. The world has changed a lot since you first arrived at Manchester. It's changed in some big ways and some small ways, but crucially, the thing we could never have predicted is that I'd be sat here wearing a tie and hosting this event, which is, as I said, a great pleasure for me. So to kick us off, I'm going to open up with a bit of a message from all of the staff in the geography department that we've put together for you. So here we are, the geography staff, with our message to you, our 2020 graduates.
Hi, my name's James Evans, and as head of department, it gives me huge pleasure to congratulate you on finishing your degrees. This probably isn't exactly how you imagined finishing your degree would be, but you should be very proud of the fact you've managed to do this under the current circumstances. You're the only year group in history to complete a degree in the midst of a global pandemic lockdown. No one will ever be able to take that away from you. We've missed you over these past few months, and we'd like to issue you with an IOU. And what we owe you is a proper geography barbecue for the end of year and a proper graduation with a proper party afterwards. Once circumstances allow, next year, we'd love to invite you back in person to celebrate in the usual traditional geography style. We wish you well with whatever your future plans are. Please don't forget you'll always be part of the Geography at Manchester family, and we're here to support you. So, stay well, stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Today, we should all have been together celebrating your graduation.
But these strange circumstances mean that we're apart physically, although we're together in spirit.
We hope that you, your friends and your families are safe and well, and that you're still able to find a way to celebrate all that you've achieved by graduating today.
Although we can't all be together today, as soon as it's safe, we promise we'll all meet up again back in Manchester and celebrate properly and give you the send-off that you all deserve for all the hard work and all that you've achieved while being part of our geography department during these last few years.
Your journey with us began in Keswick just a few years ago. We welcomed you onto an empty campus a few days before all the other students arrived.
You settled into your halls of residence, looking forward to a new adventure in a new home with new friends. Together you discovered Rusholme, Fallowfield, Withington, cafes, bars, all those kebab shops.
You explored our city. You discovered the culture, the music, the nightlife, the football, the Curry Mile, the Northern Quarter and the Arndale. And you embraced our northern soul and our hope added to it.
In your first year, as you discovered our wonderful city of Manchester, we gave you a foundation in all things geographical.
One of your very first lectures was with me for Key Ideas in Geography. We introduced you to the history and philosophy of geography and explored key concepts such as space and place, scale and nature.
We introduced you to key aspects of human geography, understanding the ways in which geographical debates have shaped our knowledge of culture, place, politics, the urban and the rural. But above
nature.
We introduced you to key aspects of human geography, understanding the ways in which geographical debates have shaped our knowledge of culture, place, politics, the urban and the rural. But above all, we taught you how to make the world a better place for all.
We introduced you to key parts of the Earth system, including the atmosphere, the biosphere, the lithosphere, the hydrosphere, and the cryosphere.
We explored the role of physical geography in tackling many of the grand challenges of the 21st century.
We also considered interactions between human and physical geography, recognising that if we are to respond to these grand challenges, then a deep knowledge of biophysical processes and outcomes at the global scale must be combined with an equally deep understanding of how societies work.
We introduced you to research methods in geography. We asked you to explore the city and the processes and practices that construct it.
We investigated the effects of the ice ages on Manchester and the environmental legacy of the Industrial Revolution on the world's first industrial city. And we also explored contemporary environmental issues affecting the city's rivers.
We brought back samples and we introduced you to the geography laboratories.
For some of you, this would be your first and last visit to the laboratories. But for some of the physical geographers, the geography laboratories have become a massive part of your time while you're at Manchester.
And in your second year, you were increasingly able to specialise in your preferred areas of geography.
And we ventured further afield in our overseas field courses. For many of you, the highlight of your degree.
Amsterdam,
Crete,
Cuba,
Hong Kong,
Iceland,
Prague,
the Pyrenees,
Morocco.
In second year, you made plans for your dissertation.
You carried out your fieldwork, your analysis, some of you did laboratory work, and you produced your first piece of research.
Some of you went a year abroad, but all of you have finished this year with a more detailed exploration of key geographical concepts and ideas. You have been able to specialize in the parts of geography that interest you most, with detailed, intensive, and critical evaluation. These are key skills that will stand you in good stead for the future.
As we come to the end of this year, we are sorry that it hasn't been an ideal end. You should look back on your time in Manchester with pride, reflecting on all that you have achieved.
We're proud to send you out into the world as Manchester Geography graduates. You are our future, and you will always be part of our geography community.
You've been a fabulous cohort, and we will all miss you. We do hope we'll be able to welcome you back to Manchester very soon, and do keep in touch.
In the meantime, stay safe, look after one another, and cheers.
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 cheers!
Cheers.
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 Heartfelt message there from us, the geography staff, to you, our 128th graduating class. Before we go on, I'm just going to mention very quickly, we are recording this for people that aren't able to make it. So if you don't want to appear in the recording, please just make sure that you keep your video turned off. But it's good that we'll be able to put this online so you can see it again, and those who can't make it to be with us today can see it later on as well. We're going to move on now to another video message for you, this one from our Vice-Chancellor, Nancy Rothwell. Over to Nancy.
Hello, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to this virtual graduation celebration today. This is a time when we celebrate all your achievements, albeit in quite unusual circumstances. It's certainly a first for me as a way of marking your accomplishments. Thank you to all graduates whose magnificent achievements and hard work we're celebrating today. Not just your achievements over the last few months in these unprecedented times, but over the whole of your time with us at the university. I'm delighted you've been able to join or able to celebrate wherever you are with your family and friends. I'd like to thank them all for the support and encouragement they've given to you during your studies, which has been so important to your successes. When you decided to study at the University of Manchester, you chose to make a major investment in your future, an investment that began to pay dividends almost as soon as you arrived. During the course of your studies, you will have gained the skills and knowledge to help you find success in future years. And more recently, you've proved even greater ability with your resilience and versatility in the face of a global transformation of our everyday lives and learning. Although you may be glad to see the back of assignments for now, the planning, research and writing skills you deployed and nurtured will be of great value in the world of work, or perhaps during further study. The way you've balanced commitment to academic life with other interests and the many competing distractions this great city of Manchester offers will help you find a work-life balance as your career and your future unfolds. And of course, we must not forget the strong supportive friendships and relationships you've forged here, which I hope will sustain for many years to come. Put simply, your achievement in completing your degree cannot be overestimated for its value and the strong platform it gives you to build your career and achieve your goals. Manchester is already one of the finest universities in Europe, and we're determined to become one of the very best in the world. With around 170 nationalities on campus, the University of Manchester is already a truly global institution, and one which will remain so, valuing its European and international staff, students and alumni. So, armed with your academic success, your skills and your breadth of experience, there is every reason to be positive about the future. Your job prospects, having studied here, are enviable because employers all around the world recognise the value of the award you gained this summer. Obtaining your degree is a hugely important milestone, and you should celebrate your success. Though it might not be in quite the way you had envisaged, it's still a remarkable achievement. But this is the beginning of the journey and your association with Manchester, not the end. The return on your investment continues way beyond today. Our careers service continues to offer you help and support for 2 years, and you can continue to make good use of our world-class libraries. The Alumni Association will help you to remain in contact with the university, linking you with a community of more than 500,000 Manchester graduates living and working across the globe. So we sincerely hope today will not be your last contact with the university. And remember that our doors are always open to you. Can I wish you every success in your future careers and every happiness in your future lives. Do come back and see us when you can. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nancy. Nancy, of course, in charge of the whole university, and a very important message there. We're very keen that you do stay in touch with us. It's always lovely for us, having taught you, to hear what happens, what you do next, what careers you go on to, what adventures you go on, and it is always lovely to hear. So if you have lecturers that you talk with and are keen to speak to, we are interested, so please do stay in touch. It's a really important message from Nancy. Our next message we have for you is from one of our geographers, who is also the head of school. So the school, incorporating 5 departments, including geography, is run by Martin Evans, who's also very likely taught you physical geography at some time during your degree. And we're going to move to Martin now to hear what he has to say. Over to Martin.
Hi everyone, my name is Martin Evans. I'm the head of the School of Environment, Education and Development. I'd like to congratulate you all on behalf of myself and all of my colleagues in the school on gaining your degree. This is a major achievement, the culmination of a lot of hard work, and you should be proud to have made it to this point. Particularly this year, I'm really grateful for the way that you've worked with staff as we've coped with the dramatic changes that the last few months have brought. This has been challenging in so many ways. But having made it to the end of your degree in these conditions, you have a powerful story to tell future employers about your resilience and about your adaptability. You're graduating from a school which has a world-class research record, and as part of your degrees, you'll have engaged with and carried out some great research and experienced and contributed to an outstanding learning environment. But world-class research and outstanding learning are just two of the three goals of the University of Manchester. Manchester uniquely has a third goal, a commitment to social responsibility. And you're graduating from a school where at first the range of disciplines appears really diverse, but they do all share one thing, and that's that social responsibility is in their DNA. And by that I mean that we share the aspiration that what we do engages with life beyond academia, has a real impact on the world that we live in. As planners, educators, architects, geographers and development specialists, we study the world we live in and the world that we create and the ways in which we help young people to engage with that world. This year, geologists took the penultimate step in a long process that looks likely to end with them defining a new geological period, the Anthropocene. This epoch starts in about 1950 and is characterized as a period when human activity becomes the dominant force driving the Earth system. Most of the changes in the Earth system defining the Anthropocene represent an increase in the fragility of human habitats. But if we recognise that human activity controls Earth systems, it also implies that we can mitigate these negative changes on people and the places that we live in. So much of the work of the school is linked in one way or another to this aim, and the range of skills that you've developed in your studies means you're equipped to play a part in this major global challenge. In the School of Environment Education and Development, we're proud of making a difference through our research, but I'd argue that the biggest impact we have on the world is through you, our graduates. As a cosmopolitan, outward-looking, high-achieving group of students, it's what you do as you take up increasingly influential positions around the world that constitutes the major part of our impact. And so we're especially keen to keep in touch with you after you leave Manchester. Real-world disciplines like ours thrive on an exchange of ideas between academia and practice. And we want to continue conversations with you, our graduates, so that we can learn from your expertise. The end of your degree is not the end of your association, we hope, with the school, but marks a change in the nature of that relationship. I hope many of you will be back to graduate in person in December, and we look forward to hearing how you're doing at the end of the year. Whatever your plans for the future, I'm confident that through your studies, the world will be a more interesting place, and through your hard work here in Manchester, you're well placed to head out into the world and make a difference. We wish you the very best of luck with that.
Thank you very much, Martin. Lovely message there. You can tell Martin is a geographer. He's got a lovely globe in the background, bookshelf full of maps. Definite geographer. Thank you very much, Martin. Next, we're going to move on once again. Someone else that definitely wants to say hello to you is our head of department, James Evans. I'm going to pass over live to James right now.
Thank you very much, Johnny. Thank you for stepping in to host this strange but wonderful event, something we've never done before. It's fantastic to see so many of you joining us this afternoon. I'm aware you've kind of already heard from me twice already, so I'm definitely not going to go on for a long time here. Hopefully you'll be able to get back onto campus for a traditional graduation in the main hall of university, where you will have to listen to me bang on and give a long, boring speech punctuated with largely bad jokes. But I am aware today is supposed to be a celebration. So there is one element of graduation I'd like to pull into this event today, and that is the tradition of applause, celebrating what we've all achieved, especially under the current circumstances. So I'd like everyone to attempt a Zoom round of applause. And now hold on a minute, I don't mean that funny little reaction thing at the bottom that just makes a hand appear on your screen. I mean an actual live round of applause. So I'm going to count to 3, and then if everyone could unmute themselves and give a fairly enthusiastic round of applause whooping, whistling is welcome. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Well done, everyone. Well done. As I say, hopefully we will get you back on campus to do it for real, at some point in the next 12 months. Just a few words, though. It's been an absolute pleasure having you with us for the last 3 or 4 years. We've proved that it's possible to get a degree from your bedroom. You've been studying there and we've been teaching you there, but it's certainly not what any of us signed up for. But one thing that has come out of it for me, the events of the last few months, is it's reinforced that sense of geography unity, that kind of family spirit we have in the department. This really came home to me when we just moved everything online. There was all sorts of questions about how we account for impacts on student marks, what we do about dissertation hand-ins, and our students, you went out of your way to help us with that, doing surveys, talking to us lots, helping us make those decisions, so we came to the right decisions together. And that's a really powerful thing for me, and that's a silver lining that's come out of this. But more, I want you to take that spirit forward in whatever you go on to do in the world after your time with us. We knew already the world had a lot of challenges that it needs to face in this century, and COVID is just another one to add to the pile. And one thing we do know is that geography can help address a lot of these challenges. So hopefully you're going to go out into the world and help us fix a lot of these challenges. But as Nancy said in relation to the university and Martin in relation to the school, most importantly, you're going to remain part of our family, the Geography at Manchester family. So please stay in touch. There are some really practical ways you can stay in touch. There's a LinkedIn alumni group for geographers, which is quite active. Hopefully we'll see you next year for hopefully a barbecue and an actual graduation. Stay in touch with members of staff. If you've really enjoyed your time with us and are looking for something to do, don't forget we do have an exciting range of master's courses with fast track entry and discounts if you've got a first. And if you really are liking these videos, we're so lucky to have John Moore in the department, and we've pretty much got a whole YouTube channel, an Instagram account, a Twitter feed. Stay in touch with us, engage with us, interact with us once you go out into the world. So all that remains is for me to say thank you. Thank you to the people who put this event together for us, especially Susie and Lorna. Of course, John for pulling the videos together and all the staff for contributing. Most importantly, thank you to you all for being so fantastic during your time with us. You've been an absolutely lovely year to teach. I feel like you've contributed and really got into the spirit of what we're trying to do in the department. It's been an absolute credit to the department. So whatever your plans are, enjoy the summer, take care, and we wish you all the best in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, James. I'm glad, as you say, that no one's punctuating anything with any bad jokes in this presentation. It's very good. Right, how nice it was to do an actual round of applause. My hands are stinging. I've not actually clapped for a very long time. That was great. Thank you very much, James. Okay, on next to the exciting part of the day. As we come to the end of every degree programme, there's a number of prizes to give out to recognise various different achievements through our degrees, and in order to present those prizes, I'm going to pass over to Doug's Will Fletcher. Over to you, Will.
Thank you, Johnny, and good afternoon, everybody. It's a real pleasure to be with you here today, and first of all, congratulations to all of you, of course, for this fabulous achievement and we hardly need say it anymore, but in really unusual circumstances. So congratulations. But I'm here today to recognize some really outstanding achievements, and it's a pleasure to deliver, if not in person, these prizes. Now, the first is a very important prize. Each year we give one Percy Crowe Prize. This is for the top performance across our geography degree programs. And I'm delighted to let you know that this year's winner is Lily Baker-Haynes, who also takes the Manchester Geographical Society Award for Best Performance on the BA programs. So Lily, congratulations, really a stunning performance and a very well-deserved prize. And a round of applause for that from me. Anyone is welcome to join in, but I think all of these deserve applause. I remember at the start of the year, Lily, welcoming you and the cohort of students who had been on study abroad back and hearing about the adventures that you had. Who knew what adventures were lying in wait for us? But I'm really very, very proud of the performance that you've been able to maintain over the course of this year. So well done. Moving on, I'm very pleased to present the second of the Manchester Geographical Society Awards. Along with the award for BA, we have an award for Best Performance on the BSc, and these awards come from the Manchester Geographical Society, the Manchester Learned Association of Geography, and these again are delivered each year. And this award goes to another very worthy winner, Benjamin Thomas. So congratulations, Benjamin, on this award. Benjamin, I got to know you a little bit towards the end of the degree program as one of the students on the Mediterranean Quaternary Landscapes course, and I think at some moments it was just about only you and me as we approached the dissertation deadline. So that dedication clearly shone through there, and part of a well-deserved award. Next, I will present 2 awards for outstanding dissertations. Again, this is a recognition that we give each year, one in the area of human geography and one in the area of physical geography. And the recipient of the award in physical geography, it comes as no surprise to you now, it's Benjamin Thomas. Congratulations for that. A fascinating dissertation showing that the world is not enough. We're not restricted only to our own planet, but geography and those skills extend beyond, with a fascinating dissertation entitled Bullseye Dune Fields of Mars, Characterizing Morphology, Spatial Distribution, and Thermophysical Properties. So really a very special and excellent dissertation, well done. And in parallel, I'm very pleased to award the Outstanding Dissertation Award, but in the area of human geography. And this award goes to Sophia Connell. Well done, Sophia, a fascinating dissertation. The title, Why Stories Matter, The Political Life of Repurposed Materials, a Study of an Autonomous Art Space, South Manchester. And bringing together so many of those special focal areas of human geography at Manchester, and with a Manchester focus, and a very, very worthy winner. So congratulations, Sophia. So a round of applause for our dissertation recipients. Next, I'd like to present a new award. This is new this year, but it will become an award that we give each year. Many of you will know Chris Perkins and will know that he retired very recently this year. And those of you who took Chris's Fabulous Islands course or knew him through the amazing influence he had over the years through the international study program will know how delighted Chris is to be able to share in celebrating another facet of our life as a department, and that is student action. Something that Chris cares about very much is getting involved, making a difference, and not only through academics, but through everything. And here I'm echoing the comments that you've already heard from our head of school, Martin Evans, and our head of department, James Evans, when they say that you really helped us enormously in the last few months in coping with this crisis in which as a department we suddenly found ourselves. And really I'd like to extend my sincere thanks to all of the program reps across all of the year groups for really playing a key role always, but especially important this year. And I'm very happy to single out one person in particular for her amazing contribution in acting as maintaining a dialogue between the students and the staff, and really playing a very, very important role in pushing for some of the changes that were absolutely necessary to ensure fairness and support to our students. And that person is Roberta Ruby Smith. Congratulations, and very, very pleased to deliver this award for the first time. Apologies if the applause seems a little bit lonely here in my bedroom, but it's part of graduation, so you have to get used to it. The next awards are the Stellify Awards, and I'm pleased to present several of these. Stellify, for anybody who's not familiar with the program here, we're very pleased to congratulate the graduates from our school, our department here, who've achieved the Stellify Award. Each Stellify Award represents a personalized, unique set of activities and achievements undertaken over the time of the degree program. And together, those achievements really demonstrate some of the distinctive attributes of a Manchester graduate. And we consider being socially responsible, ultimately highly employable, as Nancy was emphasizing, and ultimately resourceful global citizens. And we expect nothing less than a positive contribution to society from you. And I think this demonstrates that you're well on that way already. So we're very proud that so many of you have taken part in Stellify. And while each, as I say, each Stellify path is unique, the cumulative impact of you, our geography recipients, and recipients across the school and university is very far-reaching. So I'm pleased to name the following recipients of the University of Manchester Stellify Award: Jessica Bostock, Liz de Guzman, Andrew Fowler, Emily Huang, Ria Kamath, Courtney Keane, Electro Riordan, and Nayab Shakur. So congratulations to all of you. Very well done, and very exciting to see your names here today. Now, I'm pleased to announce that these awards have been, go beyond our department, let's say, and I'm pleased to present the Outstanding Achievement Award. This is listed at this point in the awards because this is an award not at the departmental level, but in fact at the university level. Each year, the university recognizes some of the highest achieving graduates across all the degree programs in the university. And so, of course, we're absolutely delighted that amongst those award winners is one of our geographers. The name comes as no surprise to you now, but that award winner is Lily Baker-Haynes. And again, congratulations on this hat trick of impressive achievements this year. And finally, I'm also pleased to present the Michael Bradford Prize for Most Improved Geography Student. This is a recognition that Michael Bradford, a former geographer, a former head of department, a former professor of geography at the university, encouraged. He was a great champion of teaching and learning and the experience that students have. And although Adam is only going into his third year next year, if any of you know Adam, be sure to extend your congratulations to him. This is a great recognition, and Adam, we're expecting great things from you in your final year. So I believe that brings the awards presentation to an end. Let me just repeat my congratulations to all of you who've excelled in this way, but really to all of the graduating class for the achievement that is securing and achieving and taking your degree home with you today. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Will. Congratulations, everybody listed on there. And once again, congratulations to the whole year as well. Just during that session, I was having a look through some of the thumbnail videos. Great graduation hats being worn around the place. Lovely to see that. Okay, so moving on. Next, we have a message for you from one of your own, from the president of MUGS, Ria Kamath. So over to Ria, please.
Hi. For some of you who don't know who I am, I'm Ria. And like all of us, I'm graduating this year too. Somehow we've made it. So hours of lectures and labs, stressing out about dissertations and research, and those rewarding field courses, starting from that nerve-wracking coach journey 3 years ago, or maybe 4, to Keswick and beyond. The past 3 years have allowed us to push the edges of what we know, to question everything, and be at the heart of some cutting-edge research. I don't know about you, but the last semester has been a bit of a blur for me. I don't think I'll ever come to terms with how quickly it's all flown away, starting from us planning how to do our first lectures and making end-of-year plans, and then I blinked, and suddenly we were in the middle of ECU strikes. And then I blinked again, and then a global pandemic had swept over all of our lives. It disrupted all of our plans. I remember joining the course full of apprehension of what the next 3 years were going to hold. Whether I was going to make friends, whether I was going to fit in, whether circular laundry was ever going to work in my favour. And now I've made memories and friends that are irreplaceable. I'm going to have them forever. And Manchester is going to hold such a special place in my heart for all these years. All of you have made these years incredibly special, more so than I can ever articulate in 2 minutes. I cannot imagine studying anywhere else that wasn't so tight-knit and that I didn't know everyone. And I hope someday that we can all catch up on what we've missed, from hand-ins to barbecues to graduations to global, just spending one last summer day on the little grassy patch in front of Arthur Lewis. I've been honoured to have given this opportunity to meet you all and speak to you all and talk to you all right now. And I have the honour to tell you now that Geography Cohort of 2020, we've made it. You can put your colouring pencils down now. Thank you.
You can put your colouring pencils down now. That's a wonderful sentiment. Thank you very much, Ria. Fantastic sentiment there from you. We're going to move from Ria's talk, Ria being someone who's graduating this year, onto one of our alumni. So Catherine Hooley is someone who graduated a couple of years ago. She was in the same position you are and has now gone on to do other things, and she's come back to have a quick message for you now. So over to Catherine for our alumni talk, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Catherine Hooley, and I'm part of Manchester's alumni community. As a recent graduate of BSc Geography and the Environmental Monitoring, Modelling and Reconstruction Masters, I remember my graduations really well. It's an honour to be part of your virtual graduation celebrations today, and I hope that I can give you a bit of inspiration and an insight into what life after university is like. First of all, I would like to say a huge congratulations to everyone graduating today. Some of you might be looking forward to continuing your studies, or perhaps you're a bit apprehensive about what might happen after graduation, whereas some of you might just be over the moon to have finished final year. However you are feeling today, I hope that you can take the time to recognise how much you have achieved and realise that no matter what happens, you have earned your degree and no one can take that away from you. Since I graduated from Manchester, I have been working as a consultant in the flood risk and hydrology team at Arcadis, which is a leading global design and consultancy firm. We work on really interesting projects such as river restoration projects, flood defence schemes and planning applications for housing developments and infrastructure projects. My studies at Manchester set me up ideally for a career in the environmental sector, both in terms of the technical knowledge which I use in my role and in terms of the transferable skills I have gained. I have seen firsthand how well respected the University of Manchester is in industry, and I have seen from what my course mates are doing now just how many options open to all you as geography graduates. Congratulations again to everyone graduating today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the virtual celebrations.
Thank you very much, Catherine. So a bit of perspective there of what it's like looking back on this time. I hope that's very useful for you. And now we move into a bit of a montage of things that we're going to show you. So first we have a message from Shirley Jenner, and then we're going to move straight from that into a photo montage of some of the best memories of your cohort, looking back across the last 3 or 4 years, and all the things we've done, from Keswick to field trips to work we've done in the classroom and so on. Then we're going to have a poem by our Chancellor, Lem Cisse, and a list of all our graduates' names and the degrees awarded. And then we'll come back to me after all that for a bit of a final thought. Okay, so here we go with Shirley Jenner, followed by montage, poem, and graduates' names. Here we go.
Hello, I'm Shirley Jenner, Associate Director for Employability in SEED. Warmest congratulations on your graduation. So I'd like to share some thoughts about your career plans, considering 3 questions. So my first question, where are you now? This question invites some sort of assessment, not so much about the geography of where you are in the UK or beyond, but more about the personal journey you've been on. You will have faced considerable personal challenges during your time of study with us, leaving home, adjusting to life in Manchester. Look back for a moment and remember your first week, your first lecture, essay, or exam. Compare that memory with where you are now. Yes, to be graduating is to recognise the knowledge gained, the skills and qualities you've developed. And these strengths are not just the things that resumes and CVs are made of. These are who you have become. This is where you are now. So my second question is, how will you navigate the journey ahead? We are living in uncertain times, and job prospects will be affected in the coming months. We trust economies will recover, but a key source of information about what is happening will come from your networks. Family, friends, and wider connections will be important. And also, please stay in touch with us in Manchester. Our careers service, alumni, and our wider networks are here to help you navigate through these challenging times. Resilience is sometimes described as a capacity to bounce back, but we don't want things just to return to how they were. Part of our vision here in SEED and the university is we want that future to be different and better. So that leads me to my third question, which is why? What is your overall purpose or the contribution you want to make in the longer term? Perhaps here I can take the opportunity to share a personal example. Before I applied to my current job, I asked myself, why? Why would I want this job? And I imagined at an interview that I would give something like this answer. I want this job so I can support students to achieve their educational and professional goals, to equip them to make a positive difference in their chosen sphere. That's my why. In fact, it reminded me of the similar answer I gave 20 years before when I applied here as Manchester student wanting to study for a doctoral programme. And then again, the answer I gave for my first job as a lecturer. It's been really helpful for me to have an answer to that sense of why. It's been a bit like having a compass that's helped me find the right role and the right direction, no matter how difficult or uncertain the terrain has been. So my final thought then comes from an ancient proverb that I love. It says, a cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. You might know of it already. So the 3 questions I've posed really represent those 3 strands. Where are you now is your own strength and capability. How will I navigate the journey ahead? Not alone, drawing support from your wider network. So please stay connected. And third, the golden strand, that question, why, and your answer to it, that sense of purpose and the contribution you are going to go on and make. So once again, wishing you and those around you the warmest of congratulations on your graduation.
I would not be here without any of you guys. Ross, your help today. Kenny, what I'd like to do. But nothing was not the same
What is static and what is dynamic? What's actually an engine for change? Okay, so what I want you to do now is
It's time to stellify. Be the focus, be the vision, be the brightest, the universe, be the future, be driven. There's 500,000 alumni in 190 countries across the globe, over 25 Nobel laureates. This is our genetic code. There's stardust in your DNA. You are a meteorite. You are the pen tempting words. You're the lens sensing light. Be 10,000 degrees. Be light years, travel in time. Be the star of the universe and shine, shine, shine. Be the star you are searching for. Illuminate the night. Be the success that you wish for, and be quicker, be faster, be bright. And as the future dawns, you'll get brighter by the day. It's time to let the sun shine through. You star, light the way. Make all the difference in every single thing you do. Stellify. It means to turn into a star. And the star that turns, it's you.
Okay, there we go. Some great memories there. A wonderful poem. And now time for us to close. The last thought from me is that it may be a bit of a weird world that we're sending you out into at the moment, but honestly, it was pretty weird before all this happened as well. And what we really hope as staff is that the time you spent with us has prepared you for anything that the future might bring. If I were to impart some advice on you, reflecting on my own experiences from when I was a geography graduate, it would have to be that you should learn all of the flags in capital cities. Because if you ever go to a pub quiz or play Trivial Pursuit for the rest of your life, one of those questions comes up, everyone is going to be looking at you. And if you don't know what they are, then it's not going to go well. So make sure you learn all those. And as has been said a few times, go out there, make a difference. We're all very, very proud of you all. Please stay in touch, come back and see us. And thank you very much. Goodbye.